Today, we're going to talk about stopping work. Now, this is not something we discuss very often, but it's an important part of the whole of our safety program. When there are hazards present or some other issues that interfere with being able to perform a work task safely, then it's important to feel comfortable to stop the work until it's safe to continue. Many companies stress the importance of being able to stop work without punishment, but there are many employees who do not feel comfortable doing this, and that's for many reasons. So, what are some of the reasons why individuals are afraid to stop work? Well, they're afraid of punishment from supervisors, or they want to avoid conflict with other people. They don't want to be seen as scared or being a snitch. They don't want to slow work down. So it's easier said than done to stop work in the name of safety, but it needs to be communicated that it's encouraged and that it's okay to do so. Even if the highest levels of management in a company stress the importance of being able to stop work, a single individual within the company can make it hard for the employees on the work site to actually do so comfortably. Employees need to know that there are different avenues of reporting safety hazards to the management in a company. If a certain manager or supervisor makes it uncomfortable for you to stop work or to report a hazard, go to another supervisor, or better, really, go to your safety officer to do so. You should be able to go to someone who will help you work to fix the problem, as well as not necessarily disclose who reported the hazard in the first place. If you feel that you would be punished or could be punished for doing so. Outside of the company, you have the right as an employee to report safety issues to OSHA without fear of retaliation. You can do that legally, and you can actually do that confidentially. So these are issues, these are avenues whereby you can address it. Your first port of call, really, in many respects, should be your supervisor. Your second port of call should be your safety officer. Now, what are the reasons to stop work? Well, first, to protect yourself and your fellow coworkers, to protect property or equipment from damage or from loss, to protect the company's bottom line and reputation. So let's look at some of the situations where stopping work's necessary. First, when there's an unaddressed hazard. Second, when the correct personnel are not part of the task. For example, a company policy states that a spotter's needed while working on an aerial lift, and the spotter needs to leave the area. Well, then you need to stop work until the spotter returns. When you don't have the right tool or the right equipment for the job, using tools that are not designed for the task can lead to an incident. When you don't understand the work task or procedures, stop and get clarification for the task. When you don't have the correct knowledge or training to do a task safely. So these are just a few of the situations where stopping work's necessary. Individuals need to feel comfortable stopping work to address whatever the problem is to be able to complete the work safely and efficiently. Many times the fixes that make a job safer are quick and easy. You have the power to make a difference and to stop work when it's needed. Despite how uncomfortable some of these situations can be, if an incident occurs, it's going to be much more painful for everyone involved. So keep this in mind as you consider this whole issue of stopping work.